Welcome to another installment of the In Our Tribe podcast. I'm your host, Adrian Ruiz, but you can call me Adrian. I'm here with the newest member of the second time around club of the In Our Tribe podcast, Mr. Armoni Easley. Armoni, what is up, my man?
What's up, man?
Love you. I'm so glad you're here, man.
Love you too, bro. I'm happy to be in the space with you. We've been looking forward to this. And I'm glad you're getting on the camera, because I know that was something you said, I just sit in the back. You could just hear the voice, but it's like, nah, we need to see you, bro. You've been doing your thing for a while.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Proud.
I got away with 8 seasons of not being on the camera. I got to do this. So what are you listening to these days, my man?
Yeah, no, I love that question every time. I want to first say, I haven't been quick to put the music on. It's still been like more like podcast, conversation. Like, I love that part, right? But if I'm answering the question on music, it's either some old school, like you could drive it in, you could be in a classic car, listening to some good music or something like that. So from the oldies to the hyphy movement to just anything that's gonna just be good. Whatever you can hear on a Sunday vibe, that's the type of music I typically go to. And then the one recent that really been hitting me, y'all, Miles Minnick. He is from the Bay Area, Christian rapper, and he makes music for the soul, he says, right? Ooh. And he's been blowing up. He's been going.
Wait, I gotta look this up real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Miles what?
Yeah, Miles Minnick.
Okay.
Yep. And then shout out to my brother Marv. He just recently put me on a guy named Neil from Richmond, and he has some really good songs. I've been listening to it, even on the way here. I'm on like track 5 or 6, and he's talking about some really good stuff. It's the beats that I like to hear. It's the music I like to hear, but it's substance.
Right.
And that's what's been hitting me lately.
I love that, man. I love that. I fell in love with the new Chance the Rapper, especially that song, Letters. I gotta put
it on.
He writes a song, and he kind of, no one get mad at me out there, okay? Like, I don't need a bunch of churches calling me a bunch of, just relax. Call Chance. But he writes a song, and he's like, I want to state my gripes with you all. And there's a bar to the black church. There's a bar to the large churches in the country, and I'm like, whoa, this is deep. And you know what it is, important. Man? It's kind of like I love it when rappers turn into. I'm just gonna say it like I saw this with De La Soul. It turns into grown folk music.
Come on,
they got something to say.
Evolution.
Yes, and it still hits. Hits. Really good. So.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance, check out the Chance.
And
song.
I've been saying it, and I know it's been good, so I do got to get Chance a chance. But I really do like him. I just haven't, like I told you, I'll put on a podcast way faster than I put on, some music. That's just been what chapter I've been the last few years.
I love it, man. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. So your newest venture, and why I wanted to have you here with us, man, is Project Optimism is going strong. Yeah. I love that, man. Just shout out to Project Optimism throughout the state, the South and the North. Love what y'all are doing. But Armoni created something called Easley Done Company. Yeah. And I really, really like it. And more importantly, the people that I'm talking to that have experienced it love it. We got to talk about this one. A lot. So let's go there, man. Tell me about Easley Done Company. Yeah. Let's start off with, what is the mission of this company, and why was it created?
So the why was it created might be the first one I want to start off with and back. And the reason why is because the best thing I could tell you is it actually went parallel when I took that leap of faith to do Project Optimism full time. It was like, hey, Armoni, what are you doing? And it's like Project Optimism. And so we were able to, right off, jumping off the porch, leveraging having small contracts for Project Optimism to build up to what it is today. Because it has went off to college. I love you, PO. That's what we're doing, right?
Nice.
That is the foundation I pour into. But in that same time, they were like, hey, Armoni, remember when you did X, Y, and Z for us? How can we get that? Light bulb.
Love that.
So,
man. Love that.
I would say the behind the scenes of EDC, what's happening is full time, but I'm always going to push Project Optimism because that was the goal, was to get it out. But I would say EDC, Easley Done Company, LLC, was sustaining me because the contracts we had, the people I was trying to bring in for Project Optimism, that I was trying to pay them for that.
Yeah.
How can I keep my lights on? It was the work I was doing outside of it.
Yep.
And it was a beautiful storm because it was we gotta not act like we don't like some form of validation.
Yep.
But it was validating to know that the impact that I made over and over resonated enough where they were like, well, what do we got to do? And that was an honor. And I was always a speaker, but it was able to go 10 times over because of me creating a platform where people can get a hold of me, book me, and not even just book me anymore, because the key part is Armoni going to get the party started, but then he's going to open up the side door, the back door for the people that he's connected with. Because that relationship capital, that social capital, is something I take pride in, and it's a gift from God that I don't take for granted. Yep. And so get it started, but then I'm about to add value with the different people, the different experts in their fields to bring into the space to make that gumbo pot, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So thank you. So thank you for asking that. Yeah.
And what would you say, like if I ask you, like give me a nice crisp sentence or two, what is the mission?
Yeah, I think for me it's always been, how can I leave people better than what I found them? And like we say it all the time, you see it on shirts, you see it on pens, you see it on the books and cards. You're the most important project you ever work on. So me thinking in that way is like, what are the different experiences? What are the different people? What are the different programs and models that we can create that's just stemmed around that? It's like everything great you'll ever do starts with you.
That's right.
And so I would say that is the ultimate mission, is just helping people see what's already there.
That's everything right there.
It is.
And I think
it's what you do too,
Yeah.
It's just my own way of going about it. Everybody has their way of going about it, but this is the way that's been effective. It's me being an empowerment facilitator. When I'm speaking, I always say I have the best seat in the room. I'm just here to amplify the greatness that's already in the room.
Yes.
And it is a magic trick sometimes, because every room, every space ain't the same.
Never.
And so you gotta work.
Oh man, we could do a whole show on that right there.
My bad.
Right?
Just know when I'm talking to you, I know who I'm talking to.
No, because it's true, man. It's like every room has its own energy. Every room has its own experiences, and our job is to find the frequency. Find the frequency.
And it helps me never get bored. Like it's something that you can't master. You can't master people.
Hello.
Yeah, and I gotta ask you this. My bad. I gotta ask you this because this came to my mind. I want to learn from somebody that
Lord, let me try.
Is amazing in this. But I always say I learn from speakers. I learn from pastors, and I learn the most from, believe it or not, comedians. When it comes down to the way they speak, how they deliver things, how they set things up. Yeah. And so my question to you is, who are the people that have been a good playbook to study and to learn from and have as a reference? My bad.
Oh man, that's a really good question. This is gonna surprise you, man.
Oh,
DJs.
Oh, talk about it, because that's a good one.
Man, like if you ever been in a place with a DJ that knows what they're doing, they know how to move the crowd, man.
That's a good one.
And so for me, there's so much similarities between what we do and what a dope DJ does. Right? Like you watch a man, they can take you into that.
They can.
Almost to the point where like you lose time because you're having such a good time. Or you don't even notice that your mood changed, right? Like you go from listening to Jizza to Erykah Badu, and all of a sudden you're listening to some Peter Tosh, and you're like, what just happened?
Yes.
But everyone's having a good time, and everyone's vibing with one another.
Yeah.
So believe it or not, man, DJs.
No, it's not. But that was gold. Like, can we drop a nut? No, because hear me out. Because one of the things that I know I'm big on understanding is, music is one of the only things that don't need permission to enter your body.
That's right.
It really is one of those things. So those jingles and all those different things, like we'll do call and responses to get people going. It's people that just know, it's like, why is that with me? But it's, whoa, thank you for that.
You got it, man.
I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna have a new lens for looking at DJs, because I know they have that power.
They do. And the good ones know exactly what they're doing. They're there to move the crowd, right?
I love that.
So what you said about what you're doing with that, you have an approach, man, and you have an energy,
Thank you, bro.
And people love being around you. Let me ask you this question. When you think about your approach, like break it down to us. Give us 2 or 3 bullets of like, this is who I am, this is my recipe.
So I am an empowerment facilitator. Yes, people will put on a flyer that I'm the motivational speaker, X, Y, and Z. That's to honor all the things. But that empowerment facilitator is my approach when it comes down to this. I believe that somebody can hear one of us speak, and we probably drop 10 nuggets. Maybe they pick up 2, right? And I start realizing I would get that compliment that means so much that people are really, really gravitating to my energy, and they uplifted in that way. But I'm like, I want to leave them with something. And so that's why the cards got created. That's why the books got created. But then I start thinking, the more and more I ask questions that have them reflective, oh, you might not remember what I said, but you're going to remember what you said. and what you thought and what you wrote down.
Yes.
And a lot of times it's like not even about me. This is a quote that I heard, and I read it on, it's probably on social media, and it said, people don't come to see you, they come to see themselves.
Wow.
And
Money.
for me that's
Money.
always has resonated with me of understanding I'm here to be a vessel to help people see themselves.
And right there, Armoni, like no joke, and I promise we're going to talk about your company and what they do in just a minute.
This is good.
But what you just said is so big, because I've seen a lot of people get into this game, and it truly is about them. And they won't be the star. They want the lights on them. And that's not our job, man. Our job is to shine a light out, not on us. And we know we're doing our job best when people almost forget we're there.
There you go.
Do you know what I mean? Like they don't even recognize. And I've just seen too many Johnny come latelys, man, trying to, they want to be on the TV. They want to be on the screen. And I'm like, relax, man. If you're going to be about this,
it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Almost embarrassingly, it's going to happen.
Yes, for sure.
So that right there.
Thank you for saying that.
Tell everyone about the services that you all offer, because you have a pretty good catalog going.
Yeah, no, thank you for saying that. I would say everything, the foundation is always going to be the life work experience. That is what it's going to be at the end of the day. But I would say we co-create a lot of what our services consist of, because we want to make sure that we're on the same page of what you actually need versus what we're offering. You know, and if we have a middle ground, it's gold every time. But a lot of times what I would say to you is, as a speaker or somebody's doing the empowerment facilitator, or I'm doing a speaker series, people typically experience it, and then that is my promotional team. That's
always
and you know that for sure. I stay under the radar, but it's hard for you to stay under the radar because people know about you because of the great work you're doing. Yeah. And so essentially, I'll give an example. One of the models we have is called the lead model. That's more of a proactive approach. We also have a reactional approach called calm model that has some similarities, but for the most part, maybe it's me coming into a workforce, or maybe it's me coming into a school district or something like that. I'll go with the babies first. The babies are always beautiful.
That's right.
But I'm going into the space, and the first session is about rapport building. I got to build trust before I ask them for anything, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's it. So that's the first session. The second session is about listening. I want to hear them on what they are thinking to make their world a better place, to make their school a better place. And then I flip it a little bit. It's like, hey, at the end of the day, we can't control what we can control. So before I leave y'all, I got to make sure I leave y'all with this. What can you do to be the change that you want to see in the world, right?
Action.
Because that's more sustainable.
That's right.
And so I'm hitting them with that. And then the third session is getting them prepared, because one thing I want to make sure I'm doing is I want them to know that they left their school better than what they found it, not just that moment of just listening or whatever, right? Yeah. So what we're doing is that second session is I'm preparing them to get ready to present, because I'm inviting teachers, principals, people from the district office, for them to hear the babies speak their truth about the things that they want to see.
So good.
Right?
So good.
And then the beautiful part about these sessions that I see every time is the principal will be like, oh, y'all want this? Oh, we can do that tomorrow. Oh, that's a great idea. We could implement that next year. And to see the kids' reaction and to know like, oh, this actually worked.
That's right.
It's one of the best feelings in the world.
That's right.
And the fact that that's transferable into corporate and X, Y, and Z, yes, it's a little more difficult because you're dealing with adults and egos and all this stuff. But with the babies, it shows that is like, if the babies can do it, why can't the adults do it? And so that's just one of the models, and it really is once again, empowerment facilitator, pull the greatness without with that's already in the room.
I love that.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Well, I seldom get nervous when it comes to this type of thing, but what we talked about was you were going to walk me through a couple of your activities. So that means I'm going to have to make myself transparent, make myself vulnerable on this one. But I'm ready. I psyched myself up enough to be in a good place. I want people watching this to be like, oh, that's what Armoni does, right? So let's go real time, man. Let's try a couple of this and let's see how it goes.
I got you. The one that kind of comes to my mind, low-hanging fruit, because I'm big on like us writing down. I'll have some lo-fi music in the background to give people a chance to process the X, Y, and Z. But I am going to put you on a spot. And I think the activity is in one of the pages for part one. Actually, no, it's in part one. And so I'll start off doing this with you. And I'm putting you on the spot, but it's okay. You would normally have more time for this, okay? And so I talk about the power of, you got this. I talk about the power of not just saying, I'm proud of you, because that is beautiful. But I think what's more sustainable to say, you should be proud of yourself. And I'll stop there. why is that important? Before we even go to the activity, why is that important? To say instead of saying, or just saying, I'm proud of you, you should say, you should be proud of yourself. Why is that? Why am I even putting that? Why is that a thought? What you think?
So you want me to start off by saying?
No, I'm asking you the verses, right? So why is it more impactful to say you should be proud of yourself than saying I'm proud of you? I got you because I'm putting you on the spot.
What comes to my mind is that like you are you're looking in the mirror at that point, and you're looking into your spirit at that point, and having a conversation through that lens.
That's good.
That's what came to my mind.
No, you already cooking. So just to add on to what you're saying, the reason why I know it's important to say you should be proud of yourself, because that's more sustainable. We know in this work, we know as a human being that literally if you go off of the high praises of everybody giving you something of like, you're great, you this and this and that, then you might be susceptible to when you get criticism and you go low as down there as well.
Gotcha.
If you already walk in the room knowing who you are, your purpose, and how you walking in it, because you've built yourself up to be proud of yourself, that's more sustainable. And so that is the question. The question leads into this. What is the reason why you should be proud of yourself this week? What is the reason why you should be proud of yourself this year? And then what is the reason why you should be proud of yourself overall? And so I'm going to ask you that question one at a time. The first one is, what is the reason why you should be proud of yourself this week?
The impact that we've had on our community in just 1 week's time, and also the fact that I could sit down and chop it up with a great community leader and know that we always have each other's back.
Forever, bro. Yeah. See, he gonna get me emotional. I forgot I'm facilitating, empowerment facilitator, right? Second question, what's the reason why you should be proud of yourself this year? And sometimes you already know you got a million reasons why you should be proud of yourself, but there's some spaces that I gotta low-key look at them and say, oh, I can tell this might be a challenge for you, so speak it into existence. So if you don't feel like you have something, then that's the opportunity to write what you want
to journal,
to do before the end of the week, before the end of the year. Does that make sense?
Oh, totally.
So I know you're good, but I know sometimes depending on the space, that might be a challenge or a block, and I need them to know that they can speak that into existence, and it's powerful to write it down, to think about it, and to process it.
This year, something I'm proud of is I got to experience other parts of the world and step into their culture and step into their norms and be uncomfortable, but in a good way. And I'm thinking about my trip to Tokyo.
Talk about it.
It was
worldwide.
Worldwide, man. Just to know that I was stepping into a place where I was going to break social norms. I was going to be the one that couldn't speak the language. I was going to be the one that was going to be trying new things. And in that, I went from being nervous about it to like asking myself, what wonderful mess up are you going to do today that you're going to learn from? It was like, dude, I got onto the subway and I didn't know that your backpack, if you have one, you have to put it on the front so you don't be, dude, come on, man. I had this backpack on, I had all my stuff in there, and I'm bumping into people and things, and they're looking at me like, hey. And finally, I had to like get on there and look it up. And sure enough, man, the backpack in the Tokyo subways, there's a way and a structure, and everyone obeys that cue. But I learned so much, dude. I learned so much from that embarrassing moment.
But what makes me happy about that is you went out your way to figure out like if something ain't right and you looked it up. Shout out to you on that, being just a scholar in that way, right? But shout out to my wife. One of the things I know that she says every single time, she is a history teacher, right? She does world history, and she just recently has to do U.S. history, and she's killing that too. But she always say her best form of education has always been travel. Always. Because how you just said that about the backpack, we could get stuck in our American way and say, oh, what the heck is going on with y'all? Like, it's a different world. Like, people are living totally different lives, and nothing's wrong, with any parts of it. But the fact that you would, not you, but if somebody was to think, hey, that's weird, that's off, it's like you are in their culture, So the fact that you really, really immerse yourself in that, I just think that's awesome. / take me next time. That's messed up.
Let's go.
You didn't even call me, man. That's messed up.
Man, we would have a good time.
I'm proud of you doing it. Is that your first time?
First time. Yeah.
Shout out to you.
And I can't wait to go again.
See,
it's such a beautiful place, man.
Like the two people I've heard say they're going back, and one of them saying, I want to have some property or something there.
Oh yeah, I can see why. Yeah,
Me too.
It's a beautiful thing.
Me too, because they say, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. So far we covered 2 questions, right?
Yeah.
Right. So tell us what those 2 questions were again.
Oh yeah, so it was my bad. We be having
I know.
So it's why should you be proud of yourself this week?
Yeah.
Why should you be proud of yourself this year? And then why should you be proud of yourself overall? And this is life work. This is the ultimate life work of a question.
Yeah. And it's very similar, man, to what I said for this
And that's
week.
a beautiful thing.
Is it? Okay.
That's a beautiful thing. To be walking in it already, because some people are striving. That first one, that middle one.
Oh, wow.
That middle one might be like, that's what I'm building up to do. You're in it.
I'm in it, man. It is the impact, man. It is it's the crazy ass emails or Instagram chats that come my way, and they're like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but 3 years ago,
I know you get that all the
you
time.
spoke these words, and every time I read this stuff, literally my hands shake, I cry, and I just thank God. I'm like, Father God, thank you. And that's my faith, and I don't mean to disrespect anyone, but like,
respect.
Father God, thank you. Like, and when those things happen, man, like, or like crazy stuff, like former employees say something, and you're just like, oh, wow. Even the ones where things kind of ended up a little crooked, like we have a conversation and we're able to like we could see ourselves. That's the kind of stuff, man. The impact, the fact that I was able to make some friends along the way, the fact that I'm going to use a weird term, but that what I offered was contagious in a good way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody gave me this glitter. You spread glitter. You know how difficult it is, the glitter all over the place. Like, how did this get on? You spread it in glitter. So that's why it's going so far for so long and all those things.
Yeah.
So I always speak about that, spreading glitter.
And you know what's really hard about that question, man? Because it is that you're showing love to yourself. And that's something I've really struggled with. I've struggled when people say, we want to acknowledge you for this, or we want, and I'm like, it's okay. But you know who you should acknowledge. I always try to shy it away. And I'm coming to grips with, like, that's not always what God wants. Like, sometimes it's your time to receive praise and to receive your flowers, and just sit with it, man.
Absolutely.
And I'm learning.
Because it's an honor. He chose you. Like, that's just what it is. And so I love that. It's so many things I want to say after that, but I do want to say this part. One of the things about being a visionary, and I know you know this, but it's sometimes challenging because you care, right? When you're a visionary, a lot of times it's your vision, and people are not going to see it right away. No. They might not see it in the middle. They might catch on in the middle, and they might not catch on in the middle, and they might not ever see the vision.
Yeah.
But the vision has to be carried out.
That's
it's
right.
people that love me to life and care about me that had doubts on certain things that I was doing, and I'm like, I'm so in purpose that I can't listen to that.
That's right.
In full circle, they come back around and be like, I see it now. But if they never did come back around, it's okay, because it is our vision, it is your vision.
What's wild about what you just said, man, I was just thinking, I had a long drive from Fresno up here.
I'm going out there this weekend, Fresno State. I see y'all.
Okay.
I'm going to the game.
Yes,
shout out to my people.
Yes, shout out. Fresno, y'all are doing beautiful
Bulldogs.
things over there.
Yeah.
Yep. And I was reflecting on this. It's like, I think about certain chapters in my life, Armoni, where like those people were there for me for that chapter.
Yes.
And they're just not there anymore. And I still hold them in such high regard, and I'm so thankful. But I also understand why they're no longer in my life.
My friend just gave me that gem. We are cooking on each other right now, like back to back, because they're asking me, like, what's one of your favorite shows? What's one of your favorite books? And they're like, I have certain characters that fall off from the show.
Yes, that, yeah.
It's like, that analogy was just like, yeah, you're right. Maybe they come back and make it, or maybe they don't, but that's a part of the script.
Yeah. Yes. So that right there creates this tons of dialogue, right? You got another question for me to think about, or something from your catalog that you want us to experience real quick?
Yeah. There it goes. So part 2, just dropped that on my birthday. August 1st is my birthday. And so the way I brought it in is to celebrate and did a life work experience hangout for the birthday. And it's really around, this next go is about storytelling and life lessons. And so my question to you is, what's one of your favorite storytellers of all time? Who's one of your favorite storytellers and why? And then I'll ask you another one right after that.
Okay.
So who's one of your favorite? And you know it's different forms of storytelling. Like you even said that about the DJ. I'm like, that's good. Yeah. But like from movies to writers to speakers to poets to art, like you know who's one of your favorite storytellers and why? And you're a storyteller, one of the best to do it. So just know, like, I'm already putting you in there. So who's one of yours?
There's two that come to mind.
Please give me the two.
John Steinbeck, because he gave me the love of reading, and Nas Escobar, because he called it how he saw it, and we all understood it. Yeah.
Right away. Yeah, you cooked that. So the second part of it, dang, that's so cool. The second part of it is life lessons. What is a life lesson that you know made you the person, made you the man, made you the leader, made you the being that you are today? What's one of those life lessons? And so once again, the way it's set up is I'm telling a short story, either storytelling a little bit to set up the prompts for the different questions and activities that they're going to do, or I'm teaching like a life lesson or something that I learned that allow for them to spark whatever comes up for them.
Yeah.
And so what is the life lesson that come to your mind, come to your spirit?
Don't be afraid to do what you do best.
Can we clip that? No, the kids been teaching me that. Like, clip that one, man.
Yeah.
Don't,
man. Like,
I'm posting that. When y'all clip that, I'm posting it on my page.
Step into your strengths, man.
We need you.
Yeah.
It's only you that can do that. I say it all the time. If you don't do it, it don't get unlocked. My brother is very talented with these cameras the way it's set up. This is a great production right here.
Oh, I'm lucky.
If he doesn't follow his calling, X, Y, and Z, this doesn't happen the way it happens.
Right.
You might have another camera person or somebody that's doing the production, but they're not killing it like my brother.
Nope.
So I just want to say our goals are connected to each other's goals. And so we have to live that out. We have to do what we do best and double down on it.
Double down.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Sheesh.
That right there, man. And then, so tell me about the session ends. What do you hope they continue doing or continue thinking about so that it just wasn't a workshop, but it was a life shop?
It's a life shop. Yeah. Well, that's why and I'm working to get really, really intentional with not caring about the idea. Because you know they like say shameless plug and this and this and that. I created those tools because I felt like I was just motivating spaces, but I know how motivation does this.
Exactly.
And so with that being said, how can I help them continue on their life work journey? And that's why I was like, okay, the book. Okay, well, everybody ain't gonna pick up a book all the time, but they'll pick up some connection cards to do it with their family, do it on a date night, do it with coworkers, X, Y, and Z. So then I created the connection cards. And so my biggest thing, honestly, is the uncle quote that I say, because I always say, what's that uncle or that grandpa that says the same thing to you at every cookout? You're the most important project you ever work on. Stack good days of figuring out who the heck you are and why you on this earth. And I'm asking questions that I needed when I was young.
Yeah.
I'm asking questions that I need right now. And those same questions are going to help me in these next chapters as well. And that's the beauty in it. I say it all the time, man. I say it all the time. You can be 8 years old or 80 years old. These questions work for you because it's the chapter that you're in right now.
That's right.
It's what you got going.
Yes.
And so me being an advocate of therapy, I always say it doesn't work unless you work it. And that's how I look at it. My goodness. It doesn't work unless you work it. And to be accountable this next time around with therapy for me, I'm letting off the whole clip. I am trying my hardest to be able to say, you're gonna have to work for every dollar that I gotta spend in this therapy session, because I caught myself not being authentically, like I'm still catching myself still being on. And I'm still working on that. Like just being, Armoni, just be. You don't gotta be all those things, just be, because this space right here is supposed to be your space to just be.
Just be.
I take pride in not cussing. I take pride in a lot of things. I'm smoking, never smoked.
I've noticed that about you, dude. Like I don't mean that. I mean that in a very cool way. I think about like Rakim doesn't cuss on his cuts, but he's known as the best MC.
Yeah, that's dope. That's actually really dope, by the way.
Like something. And I've noticed that about you. Like,
thank you.
You not one to like miss words.
But I want to name. Well, one of the things that I'm gonna answer that, but I want to get back to the therapy moment I had. But one of it is like, Armoni, you can articulate yourself. You can do it. So to cuss every other sentence is lazy, you know? So and this is what I say too. I want to name it this way. If somebody's passionate and they're giving it to me like exactly how they need to give it to me, I'm not counting that. But if we're just having a regular conversation and it's every other, it's like, nah, you better than that. Challenge yourself. Like that is right. A thought for me. It's just more so it's a lazy part on me to say that my vocabulary I can't reach what I want to reach.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
And then the flip side of it, because now you got me cooking, is when I worked at the foster care agency, the kids knew Armoni don't cuss. And they would, you know, they didn't believe it. You know, yeah, you probably cuss outside here. No, I don't. And what I realized is it also was leverage. So it's times, hey, I've been going from that foster care agency for a minute, but it was times where I would leverage that. Since they know I don't cuss, it was a kid that was so close to graduating, Awesome kid, but he was scared. He didn't know what he wanted to do next.
Oh, I know this story too well, man.
And so I'm like, do you want me to give it to you real or give it to you real? Like, do you want me to, like, he said, give it to me real. And I said it. I said, you effing up, but I actually said it. Like, I said it. And he was shocked because he know I doesn't. And after that, he know I don't cuss. So after that, you could tell I had his full attention.
Yeah.
Because I cared about him so much, I needed that shock value. If I cussed all the time, it wouldn't have been that potent. It wouldn't have been that strong. But I used that as like knowing that, oh, Armoni's serious. Because he doesn't do that.
That's right.
And so just,
it's
tools. Like I don't know how to do the piano, guitar. I'm not no handy worker, but my artistry, the way I do things, is what we do with speaking.
Love that you said that, man. I get into this argument with people all the time when I say what we do is a lot of skill,
move people,
but it's all there's also some craft.
It's craft.
And some art in there. It's
art.
All three of them. Well, oh, now you're giving, no, you have to listen to me. Like,
they need to just be there. They need to just see you. I've seen you.
There are things where like, you didn't plan it, but the moment called for it and you picked up that frequency and it happened, right? And so like some people just don't understand that. And I guess I shouldn't get mad at them, right? But I'm asking them not to get mad at us for what we do.
That's it.
Right? The big thing for me is, I want to turn this around on you a little bit. I want you to think about like, you know, Easley Done Company.
Yes, sir.
And what's a story, a triumph that you've experienced that just stays with you, and you're just like, wow, I'm really glad that happened.
I'm really glad that happened. It's always something, man. Which one do I want to share? Which one is coming to my mind, coming to my heart? Dang.
It could be a young person, it could be adult.
Yeah, no,
whoever.
I got you. I think it's been this transition of working with the adults, serving the adults, because I started realizing like I love working with the young people. That's always gonna be something I love to do. But to be able to support the educators, support the mentors, support you know, the people that are serving and giving them that perspective, that has been a blessing. And then I realized that my reach go further. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm realizing that I get what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so I think that this transition of doing more of that has been really, really eye-opening. It's been really cool because I feel like these adults in the room are coming in, and maybe they got to play the politics. Maybe they had a long day. Maybe they got a lot of emails, all the stuff. And I see it sometimes. Start off with the laptop. And then it's like looking over the laptop. Then the laptop's closed, and then you see them engaged.
That's right.
And I'm trying to tap into their inner child.
That's right.
I just want you to just have a good time with me for a little bit. The work is going to be there waiting on you.
Yep.
And so, and I think in a lot of ways, just seeing those moments where I'm big on like having them get up, go across the room. You know how we do. You do the same thing. Go across the room. I'm big on like just keying on the people and X, Y, and Z, and I'll see the resistance, and then I'll have to do the activity. And when they get done with the activity, I'll call it out like, first of all, at the beginning, that was a struggle. Afterwards, y'all smiling, y'all laughing, X, Y, and Z.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And so I think for me, it always has been about people. And the more and more I keep on at the goals, keep on at the impact, I've been seeing that God has put me in places that I just need to be in, and I'm just trying to honor that. I'm trying to honor that.
I love that.
And every single time, because we can't master this, it's really one of those things, I never get bored. I never a time where I don't feel, I feel like I just got it like that,
Yep.
you know? Because at times when I think I got it like that, I get humbled real quick.
That's the way it works. That's the way it works. I want to ask you this question because I know that like when I'm with someone or I'm coaching or I'm training, facilitating, I'm in there 1,000%.
Yeah.
I also know that when I get in my car, I'm like, yeah. What does Armoni do for himself to recharge and to recenter?
Somebody just asked me this question.
Oh, wow.
Doing like the Q&A at the end, it was a really good question. And I had to be honest with them and say that I still struggle with that because I'm always on. I'm always trying to figure out a way. Being a visionary, being an entrepreneur, you know, it don't work like that when it comes down to knowing you have a paycheck, knowing you have funding, knowing you have these. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
And I'm doing this not just for me, but I have 4 people on the EDC side, 4 people that I pay on a monthly basis. I'm thinking about them. I'm thinking about scalability, you know? And so with that being said, I'm always on. So I have to be accountable to you, I still have to do better within that, right?
Yeah, man.
But I did want to answer you and say that it has been the gym, absolutely. Like to the point where I'm about to probably be paying for expensive gym. I ain't gonna say the name, but expensive gym because I go so much that I'm getting my investment.
Oh, that's huge.
I'm getting it in, but the amenities that come with this gym is top notch. But what I answered that particular guy, which he's awesome. What I said to him is, I like to go on bike rides. I like to go on bike rides, and this is what I've said, and I should put it somewhere. But I said, when I'm riding that bike, I'm no longer this community leader, entrepreneur, visionary, husband, brother, son, all these titles that we wear. I'm just a man on the bike. I get to just be.
Yes.
I just get to, when somebody drive past, they don't know what I've been doing and what I'm up to and the impact and all that stuff. I get a chance to just be.
Just be.
And I need to find more spaces just to be.
Now you clip that and write that down somewhere. I need to find more places to just be.
Just be. Yeah. Because we love it. So it's it's kind of tricky. It's easier if you don't like what you do or X, Y, and Z to disconnect the X, Y, and Z. I find a lot of healing, a lot of growth, a lot of blessings, a lot of happiness for what we do. But we still got to turn that off sometimes.
Exactly that, man. Exactly that. Exactly that. I'm wondering for you when you think about this journey.
Hey, whoa, accountability, bro. What do you do? I know you said you get in the car, you know, woo side, just getting your and you, but like what's
Lately it's been Sunday mornings, man. Sunday mornings in silence. I light some really good incense, right? And I sit in silence, my cup of coffee, incense, and I just, man, silence. If you get to know silence, silence speaks to you, right? And in that, man,
that's why I asked.
You just sit and you're like, oh, right?
That's why.
And after an hour or so, I'll transition into some jazz. I'll transition into some Davis. I'll transition to some Coltrane. And then my day starts opening up that way. But I never thought I'd say this, man. I look forward to early Sunday mornings and just receiving the morning in silence. And it does so much for me, man. It does so much for me.
And that means a lot to hear you say. Yeah. Because my mentee, 10 years younger than me, has been saying the same thing.
Wow.
And she's like, Armoni, this might sound weird, but I just stare at the wall when I get home. I just stare at the wall.
Wow.
I said, that's not weird. I said, that's beautiful.
Yep.
To be her age and what they kind of go through and what, you know, how the world is grabbing and pulling your attention left and right. The fact that she has that consistency of how she does that, I'm like, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And so that's something that I'm striving to do, but I'm trying to give myself grace because I'm like not always able to like lock in as long as I would like.
Well, that's it. Yeah. That's it. Give yourself grace, man. That's everything. Yeah. Man, we are so lucky to have you in this region. We are so lucky for everything that you're doing. Yeah. When you think about your life and where it's at right now, what are the 2 or 3 things that you're most grateful for right now?
I have the immediate answer. It's my wife. That's my immediate answer.
That's
she
beautiful.
Is a blessing. I would say that, and she's also a representation of the blessing that I feel like with working hard to be the best man I can be. And the reason why I say that is because before her, I was putting in work. bumping my head sometime and putting it, I want to do better. Yes, I never seen this. Yes, I never knew what some of these things look like, especially being a husband, but I know I could do better, you know? And so putting in that work, I felt like it allowed for me to see her, you know? Yeah. And so I would say wifey is the top one. That's my daughter, that's my best friend. That's my accountability for sure. So shout out to Mariah.
Mariah, I'm so looking forward to meeting you, by the way. Like, we have to make this happen because this man talks about you a lot. No. You are a light in his life, and those aren't just words. They really mean that. Yeah,
no, for sure. She's a really good person, man. I would root for her even if she wasn't my wife. That's what time it is. Wow. Yeah, for sure. Wow. And so her, and I'm gonna sneak in family, so I'm gonna say wifey and family as one. Yeah. I got a beautiful family, a very supportive family, a loving family. I love my people. Shout out to my first hero. My mom is my first superhero for sure. Number two, I've been saying it, we have purpose privilege. Whereas like some people are still searching, which try everything you can to find your purpose.
Yes, sir.
Keep on striving for it. But I got blessed at 20, 21 years old of learning, okay, this is what you want me to do, God. Like, this is it. I don't know what it looks like in its entirety, but I was making good money with throwing club events and concerts and all this stuff. Shout out to Chaz, like like I was doing good here, but everything changed once I found my calling. Wow. And like that currency and that thing, I would do it for free. To this day, the work that I do, it is a blessing to be able to get paid and to provide for my family and provide for my future family. With doing something that I love and it's making a difference.
That's so dope, man.
So if that's the Project Optimism hat, if that's the life work Easley Done hat, like that is the cheat code of being able to have purpose, privilege, and walking in it and helping people see theirs too. Because that's the other thing. It's like, I know what that feel like for me. How can I help other people see theirs?
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And then the last one would be, man, I love like certain things like food, travel, and I'm waiting to say the best one. And going to these car meetups with the classic cars.
Whoa, okay.
And the reason why I'm naming these names naming the ones I named is because I always say they're like universal languages. Sports too, universal languages. Right. Where you meet people that you never would have met if it wasn't for y'all like-mindedness or y'all love or like for something. Right. And so these classic cars, just to hear people talk about their stories, or they'll see one of me and Mariah's classic cars. They're like, I remember when I had that. And I like to ask them the question, hey, how much did it cost back then so I can get mad right now? Because how much they cost now versus what they were then. Yeah. And just have a good time with just seeing them light up and just have just great conversations. I've met some really great people at those car meetups that I would never got a chance to talk to. Or maybe they would not even talk to me if it wasn't for that love for cars. So dope. And so
I just learned something new.
Yeah, I say those things.
Those are good, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Hey, do me a favor. If someone is listening, we have administrators and teachers, counselors, nonprofit leaders, faith-based organizations that tune into this podcast. Thank you so much, by the way, for doing so. If they're thinking about bringing Easley Done out, how do they get in touch with you, and why should they get in touch with you more than ever now?
I can't believe you. That's why he's so amazing. No, sharing your platform like that, man. That's love.
Before you answer the question, let me tell you why, man. Community should never be in competition.
I try to tell. Go ahead, keep cooking.
When I open up doors for my family opens up doors for me. Every time. And it's reciprocal, man.
Reciprocity.
And reciprocity, dude. And this whole competition thing in our world, it just needs to stop, man. Bad. Like when Armoni wins, we win. Yes. Like, just keep that going. Yep. That's the gift of this life right now.
Your blessing is your blessing. Nobody can take your blessing from you.
That's right.
Me and my business partner we always talk about Ubuntu. I am because we are.
That's right.
Your win, my win is our wins.
That's it.
It's what it is. And so having that mindset. And also, I'm always inspired. And so if I see any of my brothers do X, Y, and Z, they show me that it's possible.
That's it.
That's it. So thank you for that. I would say absolutely. Easley Done Company. If on social media it's Easley Done _co or Easley Done Company on most platforms, and then life work. You can literally reach out to our website. What is it? EasleyDoneCo.com. It's literally all that. I could literally keep on saying the same thing. But I'm just still grateful that it's people out here like yourself that get that part, because I'm always sharing it. And I know like how beautiful that is. But yes, if you're looking to work with us, reach out to him, because he'll give you the contact.
For sure.
I appreciate y'all. This has been a blessing of a conversation, but I don't expect, when we're off the camera, this is what we do.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the truth. I love you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, because we need you now more than ever, man.
Life work.
Yes, sir.
Life work. So I need that. Okay, can I get that? So the L is for life work. I always say it's not for losers, it's for life work. So I need that. The L is for life work. And you already know the O's.
Thank you for tuning in to the In Our Tribe podcast. I know these are some trifling times, and the only way we're going to get through is together. I'll see you next time, y'all. Peace.
Let's go.
I want to thank the Ring Studios, our partner and friend and family member, Chaz Boswell, for always being part of the YDN family tree. The Ring Studios, thank you for helping us bring this live to the world. Peace.